It's a new morning. I'm Timberly Whitfield. Have you ever felt the impulse to make a big change in your life and then acted on it? Or have you ever had one event completely alter your world forever? Well, on today's show, we're following the journeys of some truly remarkable people whose lives were transformed in just these ways. Some Iraq war vets who are facing the most difficult challenges of their lives.
Every day I think about what happened to me.
Serving in the military has always been a risky venture, and it's no surprise that many return home physically and emotionally shattered. What can we learn from their experiences as they put the pieces of their lives back together? And how can telling their stories serve to help them and enlighten us? Please listen as Ken Sargent, Rory Dunn, and their families tell us in their own words.
My name is Specialist Rory Dunn, retired. Wounded in Iraq, 2004, about a half hour before my birthday.
There's not a day that doesn't go by I don't think about what has happened to me. Every day I think about what happened to me.
No, Alicia needs to participate.
I struggle with depression and secondary PTSD. He struggles with PTSD 2.5 years later. We're done with the physical trauma. Now we deal with the drama of the rehab, which will take a lifetime.
Shoulders back.
My family is the poster family. We're high school sweethearts, been married 20 years, 2 beautiful daughters. My husband wears the uniform. He doesn't just put it on, and there's a difference.
Who's the topic?
Come here, Top. My top sweetie.
I think we were chosen.
So this is pretty much an everyday thing.
I'm very blessed. If you were to tell me that my husband would be at the level of healing that he is today,
Done?
Nope, there's a few more.
a year ago, I wouldn't believe it.
Good job.
So we have to mentor young injured. We have to be role models for young couples.
I just wish I could get glasses as good as this mirror. It was August 5th of 2004, and one of the rounds got through the hatch, and it went in my right eye and came out the left side of my head and put a big hole in my head. My eyes are pretty bad. My right eye is almost blind all the way. My left eye is better, but my face is dead on this side, so I have to keep fluid on my left side of my eye. I lost 2 inches of my brain, the front 2 inches. My hearing's totally gone on the left side. You see the scar goes all the way down my neck.
He was literally what I consider handed to me as roadkill and very broken. And I've nurtured him back to what he is today.
2 more. Good.
People look at us 2.5 years later and think, well, you look pretty good, you're done. He evolves into someone new every day. He moves farther and farther away from the person that I married, but holds just enough memory for me to not be able to move on. Just difficult.
My mom's always been a strong woman. We call her the glue of our family because if she wasn't here, somehow we would just kind of fall apart. She's my rock.
It was that day that I received a phone call that my husband had shot himself in our living room. And it was that day that I thought that my whole life was over. But now I realize, especially seeing all of you here, that the community does care.
The Coming Home Project is a group of experienced trauma therapists, spiritual leaders, and people from the military who've come together out of their commitment to help veterans and their families better manage pre-deployment, deployment, and post-deployment adjustment.
I feel more like a mom than I do a wife. And so how do you reclaim that relationship?
I have to say that I feel more at home here than I have anywhere else because it is hard to identify with other people.
We want to help him, but he's a man. He's a 24-year-old man.
Thank you. Wise words.
First of all, I was just shocked when my son joined the military. And I was pretty distressed about him joining the Army. He felt a call to duty. He felt like he didn't really know what he wanted to do for employment and for school. And he just thought the Army was a good option.
Who's going to help the veterans besides other veterans? Sure as hell.
Rory, his skull was crushed from ear to ear. He was set aside on his 22nd birthday to die in triage.
Continue to try and make things better here. Keep making progress. That's about all I'm here.
Thanks so much. Good to have you here.
I encourage people that are injured to tell their story.
So when we needed it, it wasn't there. And a part of it was because, we did push him away.
One, to create awareness, and two, it's very healing to let someone know what you've been through.
Can I give you a hug?
Yeah.
We have repressed all of the emotional issues, and we're now having to deal with those 2.5 years later.
You have a cat? Oh, yeah, I've been there like 3 times.
And we're doers, but the negative, if you choose the negative, it will take your life, whether you're breathing or not. So we have to choose positive, we have to be hopeful, we have to provide change.
I still beat you.
I don't settle for the best, I settle for better.
Look, there's bikes. We could go for a family bike ride.
When I see stories of people like Ken, I wonder, I know he's dedicated to getting physically and emotionally stronger every day, but is that his only focus? In fact, Ken's biggest goal now, as it's been for quite some time, is for his daughters to attend college, something nobody on his side of the family has ever done. Since he was wounded in battle, the government is going to assist with their college funds.